Welcome back to Miss Cindy's Kitchen, and I'm going to show you yet another cookie recipe because I've gotten quite a following for my cookies at work. And when I was going through my pantry last weekend, I found a bag of green mint baking chips from Guittard, or made by Guittard, and they've been sitting around for a while, and I'm like, you know what? I should make something with them. And I was looking at them closer, and they have a recipe for polka dot cookies.
Ooh.
And what it is you make a chocolate cookie with regular semi-sweet chocolate chips combined with butter. Then you make the mixture with the egg and the sugar and the salt and the vanilla, and then that serves as the base. And then, like you would in a chocolate chip cookie, you put in the mint chips. So it's going to be made in a similar fashion to a chocolate chip cookie, but it's going to be a chocolate cookie with mint chips. So what I happened to realize too late in the game was that I only had half as much chocolate chips as I needed, the semi-sweet. I thought I had more, but alas, I didn't. So we halved the recipe. So I'm going to read you what the recipe actually calls for, and that's what we will post in the video. So make sure you like and subscribe and share this video to your friends and leave us a comment. And we're still taking suggestions for a live video in honor of reaching 1,000 subscribers.
Actually, now over 1,100 subscribers.
I know. I'm glad you all are enjoying my videos. I really appreciate it. And for the polka dot cookies, it's 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick, 3 large eggs, half cup sugar, 1/8 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, ½ teaspoon baking soda, and 2 cups of green mint baking chips. So basically what I did ahead of time is I melted the chocolate and the butter together in the microwave, and when you do that, you just stir it periodically until it's smooth. So what we're going to do first is we're going to beat the eggs and sugar, salt, and vanilla until light. Then we're going to blend in the melted chocolate. So we have the eggs, sugar, salt, and vanilla. We're going to mix those in the mixer. Then add in the chocolate because it needs to cool a little bit. Then lastly, we'll add the flour and baking soda. And then when that forms a dough, we'll then stir in the mint chips. So, getting ahead of myself here, I just want to go for the chocolate.
You sure do.
Yeah. So, we're going to put in the eggs. And again, what we're actually demonstrating is a scaled down version of the recipe, but what I read to you is the actual full recipe, and that's what we'll post in the description of the video, and we'll have a recipe card in the video as well. So that's the egg.
So I noticed the eggs were already beaten.
Basically what we did, what my daughter did, we needed 3 eggs for the recipe. When we're doing half of a recipe, we needed 1½. So to simplify matters, she scrambled the 3 eggs, measured that to be 2/3 of a cup.
Okay.
Then took out half of that, and then we put that away for something else.
Okay, cool. So
we're gonna do that, and the vanilla. Make sure I got the salt. Salt adds flavor. We're gonna blend that in. Hold on. I'll bring it closer so you can see. I gave this a good clean the other day because it's seen a lot of hard times with all the cookies I've made. It says blend until light. So we're gonna blend it until light. Then we will add in the chocolate and the baking soda and flour. So for now I'm gonna combine the two since they go in at the same step. These are the cutest little, what do you call them? Condiment dishes?
Yeah.
I think we got them at a school festival or something a while back. I don't remember exactly. But they're cute. Alright, let me see where we're at here. Gotta whip it and whip it good. Alright. Okay. And one thing I found the other day when I was making whipped cream was that when the volume is low in the bowl, it doesn't whip that well. So just pause for just a sec. I'm gonna get a different mixer and then it'll whip better. So just hang tight. All right, and we're back. And what I got was my immersion blender, which has a whip attachment. And we used this to whip cream the other day, and it did really well, especially when the volume is low in the bowl. A little loud, sorry. There. See?
Yeah, it's a little better.
You know, you gotta work smarter, not harder. So now, I'm gonna add the chocolate in, and then I will tip the bowl so you all can see.
Okay.
But I'm not an octopus. I gotta work with the two hands that I've got. So, although having 8 arms would be handy. Especially with all the stuff I need to get done during the course of the day. Then I'd have a tired body to drag along with them, so that wouldn't really get me ahead of the game, I think. All right. So, now what we're gonna do is, all right, I think one of these settings is low and one is high. All right. So, all right, so we're taking the chocolate batter. So, now that we got the whipping done, let me get a mixing tool so that won't deafen your ears while you're trying to listen to this. All right. This mixing tool is made by Wilton, and we actually got it at Michael's a while back, and several people have asked us where we got it. And when we were there about a month back, I looked in their cake aisle and I did not see them anymore. So I don't know if it's something you might have to track down online, but it's stiff as though it's got metal on the inside and silicone on the outside. So anyway, this is the flour and baking soda. And again, what I'm demonstrating is a half-size recipe compared to the actual recipe. But those ingredients will be listed in the recipe card that we share.
That's coming together.
Yeah. So the batter is a little runny. So we're gonna add in the chips. And then this actually has to rest in the fridge for a bit. So, sorry, I'm talking as though I'm using a mixer when I'm only using my hands, which isn't nearly as loud. So, see, polka dots.
Now, where did you get these mint chips?
I actually found them at grocery outlet.
Really?
Yeah. So.
And you just decided to get them to try to find something to do something new? Yeah.
There's 2 aisles I always go into at grocery outlet, even if I'm only going in for milk. I go down the aisle with the pickles and the condiments because I love pickles. And you should see I have about 5 jars in the fridge at any given time. Different flavors, different brands, just trying different things. And the baking aisle. So, anyway.
You know, she goes in for milk and comes out with 20 different things.
Yeah. It's kind of.
And a jar of pickles.
Yeah.
Yes, got all these pickles. All right, so this needs to sit in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So we're gonna give it a rest. So while we do that, make sure you like and subscribe and share to your friends and leave us a comment, and we'll be right back with you. All right, now everything is ready to bake. And what I did is I actually put it in the freezer because I wanted to get on with the show. So I just kept stirring it so that way it wouldn't freeze all in one block. And since I cleaned the freezer today, I actually had room to put a bowl of cookie dough in there. All right, so I'm going to use my standard cookie scoop.
Ooh, nice.
I'm going to plop it on there. So I kind of got it close to the edge, but I don't know how much these are going to spread because the dough is cold, but I want to make sure they have at least an inch space between the side of the pan or the side of the paper. Anyway, I'm using parchment paper because it just saves a step and it keeps the cookies from sticking. And oftentimes you can reuse parchment paper for 2 to 3 batches of cookies, but I find that if a dough is really greasy, that doesn't necessarily work because the parchment gets greasy and it just doesn't seem to be worth recycling it. So more often than not, it's one and done for parchment with me. And I'm gonna do 3 across and 3 down, just to make sure that they have room to spread. And oh boy, this one is bugging me. I think I'm gonna move it down a little bit more. Because with my luck, it'll slide off the side of the cookie sheet and make a mess. Yes, and Dahlia's making her presence known. She's rattling her ID tags. All right. And since we're going to be coming up to Independence Day pretty soon, speaking of pets, make sure ahead of the game you guys have tags on all of your animals that may possibly escape your home. And make sure your fences, gates, and whatnot are secure because animals run for their lives during the Independence Day holiday.
Yeah, we actually are one of the few places here in California that allow fireworks. So
yeah,
but our dogs handled it pretty well last year.
Only because I sit with Dahlia to keep her calm.
That's true.
Yes. Dogs get scared just like people get scared at loud noises. So, plan ahead. If you've got a time where noises may frighten your animals, make sure they're secure. Because you don't want to lose your little furry friends. We actually had 2 animals escape at a previous place we lived, and it did not turn out well for them. So, plan ahead. Keep your animals safe. So, anyway. I think this is just going to make 2 pans of cookies. Because we're keeping it simple tonight. We're doing a test run. and we'll let you know how they came out. So I think this is going to be pretty much almost it. I think I've got enough to do another couple of rounds. A couple more cookies actually. So let's see here. I think I can squeeze one more cookie onto the trays. Oh, what the heck, I've already got the sheets prepared. I may as well do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven, and let's see the time it needs. Okay, it takes 8 to 10 minutes. So
At?
350 degrees.
Cool deal.
So pretty much that seems to be the gold standard for baking. That's what we use most of the time at church when we bake. So anyway, we'll bring you back when the cookies are done.
Go ahead.
All right, and we're back. Gotta check and make sure I don't leave any cabinets open.
No cabinets are open.
Got a drawer open.
The drawer open.
See, I can't break my streak. Almost every video, I have something. Well, I would say something open, but then that may be left to interpretation. Anyway, so basically these cooked in the oven for 8 minutes, and I let them sit on the cookie sheets for a good 10 minutes after I took them out so they could finish setting up, because they're going to be soft set when you take them out of the oven. So now for my favorite taste tester,
Yay!
who's now in the thick of summer school.
Yep. Ooh. That's soft.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's good.
You wrote a beautiful poem earlier, so you're gonna write a little sonnet to those cookies?
Maybe I will.
All right.
Almost like a mint chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us for a demonstration of the Guittard Polka Dot Cookies. So it's a nice chocolate mint cookie. So come back again soon for another recipe.
Thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen. To get more recipes like this one, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Share it out to your friends, family, and neighbors, and leave us a comment to let us know how this recipe worked for you. And don't forget to hit that like button. Again, thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen.